Good morning everyone. We are the Group 1 and today we will discuss about the global city. So yung global city, ito yung city na mayroong high standard of living or melting pot of the world kung tawagin. Like madaming nakatirang tao and maganda yung pamumuhay nila doon. Or in other words, sila yung mayayamang city or highly developed and highly industrialized.
Ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon ay tungkol sa global city. What is a global city? A global city is a city that serves as a primary node in the global economic network. So, sinasabi dito na ang global city ay isang lungsod na nagsisilbing pangunahing node sa pandaigdigang pang-ekonomiya. The concept originates from geography and urban studies, based on the thesis that globalization has created a hierarchy of strategic geographic locations with varying degrees of influence over finance, trade, and culture worldwide. Global city is also an urban center that enjoys significant competitive advantages and that serves as a hub within a globalized economic system. So, yung global city ay isang urban center din daw na nagtatamasa ng mga makabuluhang mapagkumpitensya na bentahe at nagsisilbing hub sa loob ng globalisasyong sistema ng ekonomiya. So, the term has its origins in research on cities carried out during the 1980s, which examined the common characteristics of the world's most important cities. So, ang termino ay nagmula sa pananaliksik sa mga lungsod na isinagawa noong 1980s na sinuri ang mga karaniwang katangian ng pinakamahalagang lungsod sa buong mundo. When did the global city become popular? So, kailan daw naging popular yung global city? So, the global city became popular in the 1990s because of sociologist Saskia Sassen. So, sino nga ba si Saskia Sassen? Saskia Sassen, born January 5, 1947, is a Dutch-American sociologist known for her analysis of globalization and international human migration. She is Robert S. Lind Professor of Sociology at Columbia University in New York City and Centennial Visiting Professor at the London School of Economics. The term global city was coined and popularized by Sassen. In 1991, Saskia Sassen, a sociologist, wrote her most famous work, The Global City. Ms. Sassen identified Tokyo, London, and New York as the three cities that drive the world economy. So, why is New York, London, and Tokyo a global city? Bakit daw yung New York, London, at saka yung Tokyo ay isang global city? Because it provides global competitiveness for its citizens and companies.
This page, I'm going to discuss about brief comparison of urban and cities. Urban is the region surrounding in a city. Most inhabitants of urban areas have non-agricultural jobs. Urban areas are very developed, meaning there is a density of human structures such as houses, commercial buildings, roads, bridges, and railways. Urban area can refer to towns, cities, and suburbs. City defined as a permanent and densely settled place with administrative defined boundaries whose members were primarily on non-agricultural tasks. Cities generally have intensive system for housing, transportation, sanitation, utilities, land use, production of goods, and communication. In other terms, city is a noun while urban is an adjective. In city said, a specific geographical area with urban characteristic. When we say specific geographical area, means any city, town, municipality, or environment in which the company provides the restricted business as of or immediately prior to the termination. In urban, it describes a very developed area which has been constructed by humans form. From the word developed area, it means that the area is developed or maintained for a particular purpose, such as use a park, garden, railways, road, or other access route, navigation channel, municipal facilities, or infrastructures facility such as power lines, telecommunication lines, or electricity infrastructure. Relationship between globalization and cities. So ano nga ba yung mga relasyon or kumokonek sa global city or ay relasyon ng globalization or cities? So, cities have always drawn people in there are so social magnets that rapidly expanding. It is a place where most individuals aspire to live. Then globalization also provides opportunities to diffusion of innovation and knowledge generated in the cities and city. In city regions, cities can link economic globalization to promote opportunities for the human development. Cities can cause of a solution for many global problems because they are centers of innovations.
So, how can you consider a city as a global city? So, here we can see a report from the Global City Competitiveness Index or GCCI in 2012. So, they rank their cities through. First is they should have economic strength. Dapat ay magandang ekonomiya at kumikita ng $14,000 per year yung kanyang real GDP or gross domestic product sa isang buong city. Second one is human capital. So, dapat meron talagang investment sa human capital kasi mataas yung educational level. Then, yung karamihan sa mga residents ay dapat may college degree at syempre dapat din quality yung healthcare ng city na yon. So, third one is institutional effectiveness. So, syempre yung local government ng city na yun is masasabi nating democratic in nature and at the same time functional din ito. Then fourth one is financial maturity. So dapat hindi dapat baon sa utang yung city na yon. So next one is physical capital. Maraming mga daanan or roads and yung mga infrastructure niya ay nagagamit ng city na yon. So, then the sixth one is social and cultural character. So, ibig sabihin ay walang krimen or walang masyadong krimen. Mataas yung respect of human rights nila. May freedom of expression and cultural vibrancy. And lastly, environment and natural hazards. Ibig sabihin ay hindi masyadong prone sa environmental disaster yung city na yun. And dapat pagpapahalaga sa natural environment. So, according to GCCI or Global City Competitiveness Index noong 2012, ito yung mga global city na meron sa mundo. Nag-enumerate sila ng 120 city. So, the top 5 lists are New York, London, Singapore, Hong Kong, and Paris. So, these countries or cities have ranked high on the criteria written here in this slide.
Tinemaw ng economic power of the city today ay kailangan i-take note yung mga latest development. Kaya yung said commentators ay nag-expand ng criteria na magagamit ng citizens para ma-determine kung ano nga ba yung mga constitutes ng mga global city. So take note na ito ay halimbawa lamang kahit na hindi ito wealthy tulad ng New York movie Making Mecca. Los Angeles can now rival the Big Apple's cultural influence. By the way, sa Big Flash Applications, ito ay nickname para sa New York City. So yung movie Making Mecca, ibig sabihin ng yan ay filmmaking o paggawa ng mga movie. So ang point lang dito, si Los Angeles kaya niyang makipagsabayan kay New York City when it comes to filmmaking. San Francisco must now factor in as another global city because it is the home of the most powerful internet companies, Facebook, Twitter, and Google. So, alam nyo ba na yung mga common na social media ginagamit natin tulad ng Facebook, Twitter at Google ay nanggaling o nag-originated sa San Francisco, California, na kung saan San Francisco ngayon ay factor ng another global city dahil it is the home of ng most powerful internet companies, na kung saan Silicon Valley ay home ng dozens of major technology, software, and internet companies. Ang Silicon Valley ay global center ng technological innovations na located sa South Francisco Bay area of California, na kung saan ang areas ay pinangalanan after the primary material na nakita sa computer microprocessors.
In the Asian continent, the growth of Chinese economy was turned cities like Shanghai, Beijing, and Guangzhou into center of trade and finance. New global cities have seen a rise not only as financial centers but also a producer of service that are global in scope. Global cities are where most of the country's profit is centered.
So ayan, according to Enrico Moretti, cities are brain hubs and centers of a knowledge economy. So yung mga global city na yun ay may mga universities wherein yung transfer of knowledge tsaka research centers of researches ay dito nangyayari. Ibig sabihin is halos andito yung mga magagaling and yung mga profession na mga manggagawa or yung mga tao na makakatulong sa lipunan.
Also, Richard Florida said that global cities are placed to creative class or incubators of creativity. So, ang ibig niyan sabihin sa word na creative class, it describes a new class whose economic function is to create new ideas, new technologies, and new creative contents.
So let's proceed to indicators for globality. First is the economic power. Ito yung ability ng isang city or business para ma-improve yung living standard nila. Kailangan yung isang city is seat ng economic power, or ito yung mga city na may malalaking stock market or may malalaking company like yung sa Tokyo, Japan. Pwede rin na example dito is yung city of Shanghai, China. Ito yung pinaka-busy and may pinakamalaking container port sa buong mundo. So, lahat ng binibili nating made in China is dumadaan sa container na ito. So, dahil nga sa malaking container port na yon or may pinakamalaking stock market, nade-develop yung economic power. So, para ma-measure yung economic competitiveness ng isang country, nagbabahagi ng criteria yung Economist Intelligence Unit. Una dito is the market size. It is made up of the total number of potential buyers of a product or service within a given market, kung ilan yung possible customer na bibili, and the total revenue that these sales may generate. Importante yung pag-calculate tsaka pag-intindi sa market size para ma-estimate kung magkano yung tubo or profit na maiipon nila from their business. Next, purchasing power of citizens. Purchasing power is the value of a currency expressed in terms of the amount of goods or services that one unit of money can buy. So meaning, ito yung ability ng mga tao na bilhin yung mga wants and needs nila using their current money. Third, size of the middle class. Dito, dapat yung mga taong naghihirap dahil sa poverty ay dapat mabawasan na. So last, potential for growth. Kung nagpapakita yung isang city ng sign of future ability na mas mapalaki pa yung profit, of course, mag-e-expand din yung mga manggagawa tsaka yung production. So next, sa letter B na tayo, political intelligence or authority. For example, saan ba natin makikita yung headquarter ng ASEAN? Nga pala, part din tayo ng ASEAN, guys. It is in Jakarta, the capital city of Indonesia. So last, letter C, intellectual influence and culture. A city's intellectual influence is seen through the influence of its publishing and film industry. This can also be seen in their music industry, fashion industry, and anything that touches the cultural aspect of a country. Many of the books that people read are published in places like New York, London, or Paris. So, yung pinablish pala na books na galing sa New York, London, and tsaka Paris ay hindi lang sa iisang city na didistribute or nababasa at nakikita ng mga tao, kundi napupunta rin ito sa iba't ibang bahagi ng ating mundo.
Challenge of global city. Global cities conjure up image of fast-paced, exciting, cosmopolitan lifestyle. However, they can be sites of great inequality and poverty as well as tremendous violence. There is no equality between rich and poor people. There always a hug gap in terms of living. The rich one has the capability to live cities because they have the means to live there, especially when they have degree. They can easily find a job in company. While underprivileged people and did not graduate also has less opportunities to find a job. The job that can be available for them was limited. It will be hard for them to survive living in the city. That's the truth. Rich people has more opportunities than the poor ones. That's why life is unfair, especially those poor people. Poverty and inequality. Global cities contain most of country population, thus creating inequality between them. Ang poverty ay nakakaapekto sa maraming aspekto ng buhay, kabilang ang kawalan ng kakayahang makakuha ng edukasyon, magandang trabaho. Unang sanhi ng kahirapan na hindi lamang kakulangan sa mga importanteng pangailangan ng buhay, tulad ng pagkain, tirahan, pangunahing pangkalusugan. Gentrification is a general term for arrival of wandering people is hitting urban district. Gentrification ay mahirap na lugar kung saan binago ng mayayamang tao na umunlad ang kanilang lugar. The opportunities in global city are large, numerous. However, the standard expectation in the city are much higher. Ang global poverty ay isang pinakamabigat na problema na naharap ng mundo. Ang pinakamahirap na mundo ay kadalasang kulang sa nutrisyon, walang akses sa mga pangunahing serbisyo tulad ng kuryente at ligtas na inuming tubig, at kulang sa edukasyon at sa kalusugan.
So, the global city's disadvantages nowadays is there are more buildings, infrastructures, vehicles, and people that contributes to the noise pollution. So, dahil na dumarami yung tao, dumarami na rin yung mga kalat na nagagawa natin. And, of course, global city, dumadami yung mga company nagpapatayo na ng mga what do you call that? Nagpapatayo ng mga factory, and of course pag may factory may mga waste silang nakaka-harm sa ating global economy. And for example naman sa mga vehicles is yung mga nilalabas na usok ng mga sasakyan, and nakaka-affect din siya sa air pollution. And well, sa ating mga tao naman, syempre dumadami rin yung mga kalat katulad na sinabi ko kanina. And one of the pollution that caused by human is yung pagsusunog, pag nagluwawalis-walis, tapos naiipon yung mga kalat. Tapos after maipon yung kalat, susunogin yung mga kalat. Lalo na yung mga plastics and rubbers na nasusunog natin. And while sa sustainable development naman is a way for people to use resources without the resources. An example of this is recycling or reusing materials to reduce any harm in our environment. And about capitalists naman is capitalists use resources from our nature. Sometimes they use too much to gain more money, which causes our environment to become imbalanced and animals to become extinct. Maganda example dito is yung illegal logging And illegal logging, syempre, para lang kumita sila ng pera, nagagawa nila yun para sa paggagawa ng mga papel. And using animals naman is yung pinapatay yung mga hayop para sa kanilang balat, balahibo, ganyan. And example nito is yung mga coat na may fox fur and leather shoes. So that is the end of our discussion. Thank you for listening.